And if you can check if this link, which I'm going to send you, works, I would be very grateful. No, that doesn't look all right. Or does that work? It said that
Yeah.
that is the link I was supposed to send.
Let me try it.
Okay. Maybe this one? Oh wait, I found the correct one. I think.
Yeah,
That
that
one's,
one looks better. The first
yeah,
one didn't work.
yeah. So that one's take you to the actual stream.
Looks like it's worked.
Okay, cool. Nice. I'll send out an announcement then.
Okay.
Spectator. Oh, I removed something from the link. There we go. Nice. Everything should be set up correctly, I think. Let's wait for some people to appear.
Looks like we've got 2 people.
Okay.
2 or 3.
Nice.
People.
Okay.
2 or 3.
Oh,
Nice.
whoops! I should change the description. It's just a blank
People.
before
Okay.
Cipitoro.
Nice.
SharkDad. There we go. How many watchers do we have now?
I see that we have 4 people in right now.
Okay. We'll wait a bit. Then
Okay. That sounds good.
let's see if we get some more. Who's here, by the way? Say hi in the chat so we can see who's here. Would be lovely. Wonder if there's going to be less people on the stream than the power ranking one. No, the randomization one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see for sure. It
Yeah.
looks like we've got 7 people in right now.
Yeah, 7. No, 6. One dropped. Should we just start or should we wait for a bit?
Whatever you want to do.
I think we could start. We have a lot to get through. We have 39 teams to rank. So
are we going to be going division by division, or are we doing kind of all of the teams into one power ranking?
we are. I'm thinking we're doing division by division.
Okay.
In the draft order. To keep it
Okay.
simple. I'm thinking maybe starting with a non-serious division, so that Auro can be here when we rate him.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to start out with docile or quirky? I just put quirky on there for now, but we can do.
Yeah, we could do quirky right now.
Okay. Yeah. The first team in quirky division is Carolina Hex Gods. Yuxi. Let me just put in the points. There we go. Oh no, I did this wrong. Sorry. Just going to fix this up real fast.
Okay.
I forgot to change a number, which totally messed everything up. And that is on 36. Okay, that should work. The points are there now. Wait, I gotta update that window.
Oh,
Okay,
there they are.
there we go. There we have the points. So we have this little spreadsheet of the points. The name doesn't show correctly, it seems like. Wait, let me fix that. So there we go. The name should be correct now. So I, Cipitoro, and NJ has rated every each of the teams between 1 and 10 in the categories of versatility, order, and synergy. And out of these scores, we have made an average, which is the score the coach gets. There is a leaderboard, or whatever we want to call it, which I'll release after the stream, so that you can see the proper order. But should we begin with Carolina Hexagods?
Yeah. So it looks like you guys gave this team a pretty good score for the versatility.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, what was the reasoning behind that?
I think this team has multiple good sweepers, multiple options of speed control as well. Also, there's a pretty good typing diversity. I think the weakness in this team's versatility was the three water types. The Shinchao, the Spiel, and the Mariani, which kind of made it weaker, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a really solid team.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, the three water weaknesses or the three water types does give them a couple of overlapping weaknesses.
yeah,
Also, he's the only person, or Uxie is the only person who has Grookey.
yeah,
So the scariest grass type he doesn't have to worry about in any of his matches.
yeah, exactly.
Also, a couple of really cool pairings here. He's got Tyrogue and Swirlix. That's a cool pairing.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually we talked a lot during the draft, and I recommended him picking up matchup pretty early, after Swirlix, but he waited a bit, but Tyrogue works really good as well, I think.
mhm.
And
And then he's got Baneri is a fake out user, right?
yeah,
And then Muna is a solid trick room setter.
yeah,
Um, and then just good coverage across the board. So yeah, I
yeah,
definitely agree with that versatility and synergy there.
yeah.
What the only lower score it looks like on his or on their ranking here is the order. So what goes into that score?
Yeah, I don't really like um, the the order of picking all of the S and A's before picking up some C's.
Gotcha.
He really went for the late draft C tiers, which I think
Hmm.
can be a bad decision. But he managed to get some good C tiers, which fitted
For sure.
his
Yeah.
draft. So while the order isn't the best, he managed to still make the best out of it, I think. Um,
Yeah. No, I agree for sure.
yeah, that is why we gave him such scores. But definitely the versatility and synergy are the strong points of the draft. Um,
Hmm. Do you think that they should look to make any transactions here in the first, week or two?
ooh, good question actually. Uh, um, I, I I don't think so. Maybe trade one of the water types.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say as well.
Yeah,
Like maybe if Marini isn't very helpful in his matchups, then maybe looking to swap out that Marini with something
Yeah,
um,
I agree.
that gives him a little bit better coverage.
Yeah, I agree. That would be that would help him fair bit, I think. But otherwise,
Mhm.
I don't think. K- I think this draft is really good. I like it.
Yeah, really solid all the way around.
Should we go for the next one?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, it's me. Uh, actually. Um,
Oh, right,
so
you were second pick.
yeah, I was second pick. Um, so I haven't looked at my score at all earlier. So we actually um gave scores to ourselves too. Um,
Mhm,
and it looks like the rest of the mods agree with the scores I gave myself, except
mhm.
for my synergy. I thought I had a fairly weak synergy, but both NJ and Auro seem to not agree with me, actually. Um, what do you think about this draft?
So where do you think, and if you don't wanna give away your weaknesses, then maybe, but, where do you think that your synergy falls short?
I don't think I have that many like super strong um, offensive combos, except for the Tentacle and Diglett combo. Um,
Mhm,
I do have stuff like um, Gossifleur plus Inkay, which I
mhm,
think I'll enjoy very much. The thing about this draft is that if you look really carefully, a lot of the mons has moves to boost Inkay um, a lot. Like Gossifleur got the Charm and the Cut and Down ability.
mhm,
Shinx got like fake tears, baby doll eyes, and such. I Diglett has Screech for defense, and it can also use Memento to switch, like get off the field and get Inkay a really good boost. And there's a lot of small combos like that into Inkay, which
okay.
I really think I'll enjoy. But other than that, I don't know if I have any like super big combos. What do you think?
I think it's a really solid draft. I mean, you've got your type coverages covered.
Mm,
I mean, it looks like you've got a solid fire water grass core with Gossifleur, Larvesta, and Tentacool, and then um, you also have a couple of those cool pairings. So
yeah,
you've got a strong answer into, I think, most of the weather archetypes with Larvesta and with Diglett Tentacool. So
yeah.
I think it's solid all the way around. Do you
Okay.
want to, or what was your reasoning behind not going for an S tier?
Um, in the beginning, I just like looked at the A tier, and I just loved the monster. I really wanted to explore as many of the A tiers as possible. As I thought I would give myself bigger versatility by going for the multiple A tiers and the multiple B tiers, which allowed me to go for only three C tiers, which I think is very quite nice. Um,
Hmm.
and reasoning. Uh, yeah, pretty much. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense.
very many. Um, actually like drafted a S tier. I think there were 5 people in total who didn't draft one, or something like that. I don't
Hmm.
remember. Um, yeah, something
I'll
like
ask you
that.
this then. Other than I remember round one or round two, the
Yeah.
sand dial got sniped from you. Were
Oh
there any
yeah,
other snipes in your draft?
there actually were. At first I really wanted what's its name, Smoochum, because
Oh,
of
okay.
the insane support options that Mongot has.
Hmm.
it has screens, a lot of moves for Inkay, such as Fake Tears, Charm, and I think it got Screech as well. It got Hypnosis, which is always nice. Fake Out, Icy Wind, Perish Song, I think, which I could use together with Diglett. But after that got sniped, for me, I wanted to have a Cutify instead. It had many of the moves that Smoochum got as well, but that got sniped as well. Other than that, I don't think I got sniped that many times actually.
Okay, yeah.
As you can see, I saved Yamask for the very last, like, for the last pick.
For your last.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
due to me knowing that Yuxi wouldn't be able to pick a B tier, I was safe from him at least, which
Uh-huh.
reduced my chance of getting sniped.
Mm-hmm.
So I could safely go for some picks. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
I actually intended to go for Yamask, the 5th pick, but I just pushed it later and later during the whole draft. So I'm super happy that I still got it.
Yeah. And you were able to grab some, maybe some C tiers that would have been higher priority because you were able to push the B tiers out towards the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yamask and Shanks were pretty late. Anyways, should we go on?
Cool. Yeah, let's move on.
We have, let's see if it updates. There we go. The New Jersey washed up Sand Isles. Um, so at first impression, I really like this team. I love the Frillish, and
Mm-hmm.
many of the other mons on this team. They were the team who got Stuffle, which I think is really nice. Stuffle got some great value. Um, but one weakness in this team, which we also found in Yuxi's draft, was the three water types.
Mm-hmm.
This time being Frillish, Horsey, and Arakuda. Um, and they actually stacked up that weakness a fair bit with Baltoy as well.
Yeah.
So water and grass types are pretty hits them pretty hard. Of course, they got the Ferrocid, Joltik, and Torchic and such for cleaning that up, but those
Yeah.
types still have will be very hard for him to handle, I think. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
agree. I think that if they've got Pharisee, Joltik, and Torchic as their way to deal with grass types,
Yeah,
none, those mons are not the most offensively dominant, I'd say.
exactly.
And so yeah, that definitely could be a struggle. I really like their second pick though in Purloin. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
do.
that was a really cool pick. Fake out prankster, um, access to really cool support moves.
Yeah,
I think that could be really I think that's a really cool. It gives them option to a lot of cool tech.
yep. And
Um,
they have the little special Trick Room plus Copycat combo as well.
oh, right,
The Max Guard thingy,
right, yeah,
which can be used in a pinch.
for sure.
Uh, I think that'll be a great tool for him. Uh,
Hmm.
Frillish is the only, yeah, it's the only Trick Room setter on the team. So, but he got many like mid-speed Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um,
Does Baltoy not get Trick Room? I thought Baltoy got
oh, all
Trick
right,
Room.
sorry. Yeah, Baltoy
I'll double
gets,
check. It may not.
Baltoy gets Trick Room. Sorry, I forgot
Oh, okay.
about it. Whoopsie.
So he's
Uh,
got he's got two Trick Room options. He's got a Swift Swimmer with Aracuda.
yeah,
So he's got a and you could use I think Joltik gets Electro Web. So there's a couple of
Yeah,
different means of speed control there. Purloin I think gets Thunder Wave.
it does.
So a couple of means of speed control. I think Stuffle is a really good Dynamax candidate for him.
It is.
Just a really good value C tier pick. And then Tyrant, actually, I think Tyrant is a super valuable B tier pick too, a really powerful Dynamax candidate.
Yeah,
I think he
absolutely.
gets Strongjaw, right? So,
Yep.
or is it Rockhead? I can't remember.
I think it gets stronger. Yeah, I think so. That'll surely make it a threat, especially if it gets the speed control from Yoltik or Purloin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this team. 7.5 score is pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Should we go on?
Yeah. Let's move on.
Next we have, let's see. Waiting for the update. There we go. Noah the Numbat of the Cranberry Granados. Here we see the Smoochum, which was sniped from me. Um,
Gotcha.
so they went from,
Double S tier T.
yeah, the double S tier draft. What do you think about
Mhm.
double S tier?
You know, it's interesting. I think it only works if you can get two like really, really good S tiers just because you're gonna have to
Yeah,
compensate with so many lower tiers. Or if you know, if you can get really good lower tiers to make up for it.
yeah,
Which I think they did a pretty good job of.
yeah.
Smoochum obviously is a really good C tier.
It's amazing.
Um, yeah, it's really good. I think that Bunnelby is a decent B tier, Noibat is a decent B tier, Mudkip is a decent B tier.
Yeah,
So, um, but then if you look at their S tiers, Darumaka, Unova version of Darumaka
yeah,
is a physical fire type, and it just hits super hard.
yeah.
Um, Super offensively viable, dominant, and then Cottony is a really really good support Pokemon. So if
Absolutely.
you're gonna get two S tiers, I think those are two S tiers to consider for sure.
Yeah. Puppy Canton actually picked I think Growlithe and Cottony, yeah, which is also a really good S tier pairing, I think.
Yeah.
Has some really good both support options with Growlithe, but also the beat up and justified
Oh,
combo.
right.
So we'll see that draft later, but I think this draft is pretty good. Um, I would probably tried to pick up something else than Beldum this early.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Beldum is it might be something that they make a transaction for just because its move pool is so limited.
Yeah, that is like one of the last drafts you're making. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah, Noah, I agree. Carablast, one of the other really good C tier he got, um, is
Yeah.
amazing actually. It has like,
I didn't consider Carablast when I was doing my prep, but in
yeah,
kind of looking at it right now, I think it has a lot of cool options.
yeah. It has like 70 attack or something, right?
75, yeah.
Oh, damn. And 60 speed and a good,
And
pretty
decent,
good,
yeah, decent defenses. Yeah,
and
it's
a pretty good move pool as well.
yeah,
I think it's an amazing C tier actually. Um, they
yeah,
they 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 managed to get two really good C tiers in Carbast and Smoochum.
yeah.
Clefai's okay with the friend guard, but other than that, I think
Hmm.
it's not the best. Uh,
Agreed. Yeah.
yeah,
Noibat is interesting. I think Noibat gets Tailwind, so that's an additional mode of speed control for them, other than the Cotton Spore on Cottony.
yeah, I
Um,
think so.
and then Bunnelby gets
It does.
so that's a
I
strong hard
think
hitting
so.
ground type.
Yeah. It's not a
I
ground
tried to
type.
run Bunnelby
It's
in
not a ground
one of
type,
the
right?
first. Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. It's just a normal type.
Yeah, it's just a normal type. How do
I
you?
tried to run it
Yeah.
in DPAC or one of the original DPAC tours,
Oh
and
yeah, I
it did not
remember
work
that.
very well for me.
Yeah, I remember
Did not
that.
work very well for me.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I still like this team, I think. I really want to see what Pancham can do, actually. I like Pancham
Yeah,
really.
that's an interesting, like, 3rd round pick. They must have something in mind for it that, that I can't think of.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Uh, the PC of LC, the Barnaby. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know, maybe. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, I still like this team. The Darmaka will surely be very threatening. And the Cottony can
For
bring
sure.
in.
I just remembered that Darumaka gets I just remembered that it gets hustle. So it's
Yeah,
like it has a higher base stat than Rufflet and gets hustle. So
yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
gonna be something that you gotta prep for whoever's going up against the Cranidos need to prep for that real hard.
Absolutely. Later on, we have the Galarian variant as well, which also got
Yeah.
hustle. So yeah. Um, should we go on?
Yep.
Next team is the Chunky Monkeys, I believe. Let's see if it managed to update. Come on. There we go. The Chunky Monkeys. Um, so the strong bits of this team is um the SN8 tiers, actually, I think. I love those SN8 tiers. What do you think?
Yeah. Really solid. Scraggy is one of my favorite Pokemon in the whole format.
Yeah,
Um, Same with Magnemite and Magby. Like they picked 3 of my favorite Pokemon in the whole format, so I
yeah,
off the bat really like this team.
yeah, me too.
But again, they kind of fall to that same kind of problem where when you get that many high tiers in the front, you have to get so many low tiers in the back. And
Yep. But I still think they managed to pick okay C tiers. The problem is here, 3 of their 5 C tiers are water.
yeah,
Uh, this seems to be a really common problem, actually. There are way too many water types on your draft. Um, and that's quite natural, as very many Pokemon are water type, and
hmm,
as the draft pool thins out, um, there's more and more water types left out. Uh,
yeah,
so
yeah, that makes sense.
in the end of the draft, a lot of water types and some really bad mons. So I think that is why we see the round 9 and round 10 Wingull and Psyduck.
Mhm.
Although I really like Psyduck in draft due to Cloud9. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's a cool pick. It's definitely a niche use, right? You're
Yeah,
bringing it only when your opponent has a strong weather archetype, but when they do, I think it's really powerful.
absolutely. It can just shut it down.
Yeah. I
Uh,
also really like their first C tier pick in Aaron.
yeah, it's really
That was
good.
something that I grabbed in my draft. We'll get to that later, but I think it's a solid steal,
Absolutely.
solid steal type pick.
Absolutely. I think there were 3 C tier steel types: Aaron, Cufant, and Beldum.
Hmm.
And it's definitely one of the better of those 3. It and
Yeah.
Cufant being
Yeah.
the best of them.
Agreed.
Uh, I've wanted Cufant at some point in my draft, but I decided to not pick it, actually. Uh, but yeah. Uh, I think this draft is really nice. Scorupie, I'm really excited to see what that thing can do. It's not dark, actually. I think it's Poison Bug, um, which is pretty cool. Scorupie got some,
It's bug poison, yeah.
yeah, and I could see some fun combos with Carvana, I think, like Fell Stinger, because Carvana dies to like everything.
Yeah.
That it could be a small combo. I don't think we'll see it ever, but it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we go for the next team?
Sure.
So this team, okay, wait, I should wait for it to load before I start talking. Come on. I don't get why OBS is responding so slow to this. Hello? There we go, the London Lapras.
There it goes.
So they picked a nest here the last round of the draft.
Wow.
That's really cool, I think. I
Yeah.
love their draft order. Like, they picked all of the C tiers before round
Their B
7.
tier nest. Yeah.
It's a really cool order. Like their C tier picks and the A tier picks are so versatile. There are so many options.
Yeah.
And the Elekid brings in pretty good speed control, and on the top being so super fast. It is called
Right.
Reggie Elekid for a reason.
Right.
Uh,
It's the
um,
fastest thing in the format, tied with Diglett.
yeah. I really hope I will get to battle them. Because I really want to battle this team. They sniped me a lot of
Right. Yeah, they
times
took your
actually,
Sandile.
and my cutie fly.
Oh, they sniped you twice.
Yeah, they did. Um, they were like the only ones who sniped me except for the Smoochum pick.
Hmm.
So I really want to battle them. They
Yeah.
they even renamed themselves to Love of Sniper on the Deepex server, which I think is really funny because they sniped
Yeah.
a lot of players. Uh, and if we watch the points here, um, Captain Auro actually gave them pretty bad scores in both versatility and synergy. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure. Maybe just because there's not, some of the obvious combos. Like he's got Cantonian Vulpix, but doesn't have a chlorophyll user.
Actually, I got
Um,
Shiryubi.
oh, is that a chlorophyll user?
Yep, but
I didn't know that
it's
it
quite
had
slow.
chlorophyll.
It is still quite slow, so 35 is slow, but it can actually work. I and H Christ did some testing with Shirubi early in the format, and I actually enjoyed using it. But it's
You know what kind of stinks though? I'm looking at its moveset right now, and it doesn't get sleep powder or spore.
yeah, that is the weak part of it, and
Yeah.
that is why we actually decided to put it in B. Uh, it doesn't have the tools that Petalil, Bulbasaur, and Oddish has in Sleep Powder,
Right.
which makes it worse, I think. But um, I think the fast pollen puffs after chlorophyll is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, um, a supportive variant is the best, but um, you pretty much have to use it, but with an offensive will picks, or otherwise it'll just be a super passive combo.
I
Um,
do like I do like that this team has a lot of different options for speed control.
yeah, that's like the most annoying thing about this team.
They've got
Every
they've
second mon
yeah.
has speed control pretty much.
Yeah, I mean they've got exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like Sandile, Elgium, Cutiefly, Cherubi technically, and Elekid.
Even Squovet too. Squovet
Oh
can
right.
can go for really powerful max strikes.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah. I think this team is looking really cool, and I'm looking forward to see how they do in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's go on. We're in the middle of Quirky now.
All
Uh,
right.
okay, let's see. Next team loading in. there we go. The Melbourne Mimikyu. Um, with the coach Grubby. They actually drafted the Grubbin, which is really similar to their name,
Right.
which I think is cool. So I really like this team. What do you think?
I like it too. Slowpoke Cantonian Slowpoke is my favorite Pokemon in the whole format. So anyone
Oh,
who
I see.
who grabs that is gonna be a favorite in my book for sure.
Yeah,
And then Skrelp is a really powerful pairing with that too. Skrelp is one of the
absolutely.
strongest Trick Room sweepers with adaptability, and so pairing that with Slowpoke is really really strong.
And Slowpoke has Bulldoze
Oh right,
for the
I
weakness
I should know
policy.
that. I ran that combo in the Invitational, the DP Invitational. I should know that.
Yeah, I think that combo is really solid, and I really liked because they picked up after another coach who didn't respond to our messages,
Oh, okay.
and they um, um, during the makeup period they could make two picks, um, so they got the Skrillop and Slowpoke, which I really like. Going on from that, we have a Hail combo with Kabuchu and Snover,
Uh-huh.
which is really cool. They got some more really good Trick Room Sweepers and Rhyhorn, and um, yeah, pretty much Rhyhorn. But some of their mons can go in Trick Room if needed. Um,
Yep.
Grubbin gets String Shot, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So it's pretty much a budget Caterpie
Mhm.
with
Which is hilarious to me that there's a budget Caterpie.
yeah. The good thing about Caterpie is that it has Shield Dust, which makes it ignore Fake Out. Uh,
Right.
but I think Robin has a bit deeper of a move pool, maybe? Or is it just as bad as Caterpie?
I think it has a little bit more. Its stats,
Yeah,
it's a little bit. Its stats are a little bit more bulky.
yeah,
Yeah, and it has a little. It has more options in its move pool
yeah.
than Caterpie does.
So maybe it's better than
It has
Caterpie?
light screen. It has
Oh,
a
okay.
bunch of electric coverage. It's got crunch. It's got yeah,
Oh, that's really good actually. So it's better than Caterpie.
yeah.
Wow. Um, so what do you think about the Happiny and Igglybuff?
I don't know what either of those two do.
Like,
So
Igglybuff has Friend Guard and is really slow supportive mon, and Happiny is also a pretty slow supportive mon.
okay,
Uh,
it might be a little bit redundant to have both of them.
yeah, I'm thinking that as well, actually.
So that might be something that they consider
Trading away.
trading away. Yeah, I'm looking at both of their stats right now, and they both have very similar stats with a really high base HP and then kind of low. Everything else is kind of low, but then they
Yeah.
have that friend guard. So
Wait, Happiny also got Friend Guard?
it does, yeah. Both Igglybuff
Oh.
and Happiny.
Okay, then it's really redundant of having both, I think.
Hmm.
Definitely think they should trade away one of them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with that.
yeah. Uh, the weakness of this team, I think, and the reason why I gave them a 6 in versatility, is that they don't really have that many fast sweepers,
Hmm.
except for.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you
I
here?
hear you, yeah.
Okay, now nice. It reconnected.